Hello, and welcome back to some more Star Citizen content today. We are going to go ahead and do a walkthrough and just kind of review of the Greycat MTC. That's the new vehicle that just came out for day one for launch of Invictus launch week here. Um, if you enjoy this kind of content that I cover, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment below um, over here. But yeah, let's go ahead and get to checking this out. Um, it's a very different looking vehicle. I'd say for like the size of it, it's about the size of an Ursa Rova. It's kind of similar to this. Um, right here, as you can tell, you can go here, open the door, and that's how you can walk in here. But before I walk in, I want to cover the rest of the outside of here. So it's got very unique tires. So that's kind of cool. I like the tires. Uh, Back here, we have a rack that is supposed to, I believe, carry these like tiny 1/8 SCU boxes from what I've been told, and I haven't been able to find where those were actually sold at in the cargo area, because usually I just find like one SCU box or two SCU box, and they're like huge. Um, I thought these were for components, but I'm told they're like for like these tiny like 1/8 SU boxes. So I guess that is what that's for. I couldn't find it in the game. I thought that, like I said, this is for components. I tried using components and see if like size 0 components would fit here, but I couldn't even get that to work. But apparently that's what this back is for. It's for those tiny little boxes. So if you want to store some stuff, you can do that. Um, and it folds in. The way it folds in when I looked at that, so it kind of made sense with those tiny boxes. I just can't find any. Then we come over here at the side, and if you don't have any boxes, you can actually click this here on the side, or assist lift to open, and you have some storage in here. That's 750K, so you got a little bit of space in here. Like if I put a helmet, it takes 2%. Um, so you can take some armor, some weapons on there. If you're looting in bunkers, you can definitely do that. I couldn't find anything else up here, even in the front. I thought like there'll be more storage or something else to click on, but that's about it. And then you have two repeaters on the top portion of the land vehicle here. And that's actually about it for the outside. Let's go ahead and take a look at the interior of the ship. So this is the interior. Quite small, not a lot of space. Uh, Back here, this is supposed to be where you're going to be storing your heavy armor um, eventually in the future. So these are basically going to be your suit lockers. They're not in the game yet. It's a feature that they're going to be working on eventually. But that's what these two right here are for. And this is, I believe, let me open this. It's a window. This is supposed to be for a size 3 weapon, so I believe this is for like your missile launcher, railgun. That's what's going to fit here. Um, and let's see, down here, got a little bit more storage space. I actually missed that when I first walked in. I didn't know that was a thing until I saw the icon for that, so that was kind of tricky to find. But yeah, you can put some more storage in here if you want. It's got plenty of space. It's, I believe, double from what the outside was. So yeah, if you wanted to put some stuff inside, definitely recommend that. This is much more space. Oh, what happened? Open. Yeah, same thing over here too. 1500. Okay. Let's see. Let's look at the right. So this is just more slots for weapon racks here. This right here, which just turned out to be little components. I believe they're size 0s. That's the smallest size you can have. They can have for these kind of land vehicles. So yeah, that's what that is. Over here we got more components, and this is I don't know what that is. That's probably another component, but that's what that is. This is supposed to be an engineering terminal that's is just coming soon, so that's not in yet for engineering. More weapon racks are here. Fire extinguisher. Whenever fire's added to the game, you can put out fires if you got fire in the vehicle. Um, this is secondary seats for if you wanted to bring a friend of you. That if you put this into a ship, you can bring a friend and they can sit in this seat. It pops down, and they can actually access the turrets if I can deploy. Oh, that's how I do this. Okay. It's a remote turret. That's how you get that. And you can just go around and do covering fire while the driver is focusing on driving. If there's anyone that's you're driving by, you can shoot down. That's definitely an option. But that's a thing. Let me exit out the seat. You got a switch panel over here too. So for lights, so if you wanted to... Wait, wrong one. That's just to close the door. And why is it not letting me... Yeah, auxiliary lights, so it's a little bit more dimmer in here if you want to make it more dimmer if you wanted to, or if you wanted to do emergency lighting, you can put that on. If you wanted, sure, it's a theme. I kind of like this one, emergency lighting. I'll put this back to on, to normal mode. Let's take a look at the driver's seat. We can turn the engines on. It's got lights that are bright as heck. And you do have access to the turret gun as well as the driver. If you're trying to shoot forward, a little bit over here to the side. You can even go third person to do this, to kind of aim and still go around you if you want to do that. Absolutely. Oh, let's see here. So there's power management. Everything's already all maxed out. It kind of feels and drives a little different. Like, it doesn't drive like an Ursa. It's quicker than the Ursa, so there's that. And it's like if I do a straight line right here. Like, yeah, it's pretty decent for speed. I would say it doesn't drive quite like an Ursa. It's probably like a little bit of Ursa and a little bit more of like an STV, smaller little two-seater vehicle. That's what this reminds me of. I think that's everything we got covered here. Looks like. Let's see, switches, enable shields. They're already on. Engine button, power off, lights off. Lights on. That's for here, okay. And open exterior. If you want to do that. Everything's open. If you want to pick up a friend, but whoops. Turn engines off. But yeah, that's the MTC. That's everything she's got. I do hope that, I mean, it's a good little vehicle. I'm having a problem with the price tag of this being war bond for $45. And that's typically like fresh cash when you purchase a land vehicle or a ship in the game. Store credit this for the same thing is $50. It does have lifetime insurance because it's brand new. I like how it's moving closer to me. No. I'm having a little hard time with this vehicle. I'm not gonna lie. It's something for I think for somebody who maybe doesn't have any land vehicles, and this is something they want to pick up. I can totally understand that. But at the same time, like if you want a land vehicle, this is priced at $50 just for store credit normal pricing, without the war bond. War bond, so that's just like a, like I mentioned, this is brand new, so it's $5 off of 45. Uh, you can get an Ursa and get more for your money at the same size vehicle, just about. The interior is a little bigger in the Ursa, so you can carry like SU boxes, like 1, 2 SU boxes. I think actually it's just 1 SU boxes, but I mean, you could throw a box in here. I don't know if it'll actually fit through the door. I don't know. I didn't actually test that, but it's just, even if you did, there's not a lot of space. I mean, you got very little amount of space, and you got these weapon racks you gotta, go to place weapons if you want to do some looting. Um, Yeah, personally, I'm having a hard time with this vehicle, but I do like the look of it. I do like the direction, the design of the vehicle. I do look forward to other variants, other ideas that they have for something kind of like this, and what they can do for the interior. I just currently there's no beneficial and 4.1.1 patch for having suit lockers. It's not featured quite yet in the game, but like I said, if you're a new player, I can totally see you picking this up and getting the vehicle if you don't want to get the Ursa. That I mean, that's totally okay. I just think the Ursa is just more value for the money. This one does look cool. It does. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it looks cool. I like it. Visually, it's appealing. So it's a newer vehicle, and um, yeah, that's all I got. On the vehicle, so looks really cool. Don't forget to comment. Let me know your thoughts on the new MTC. If you picked up one, if this is your first land vehicle, congrats. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next sorry, not next vehicle. Next video.